once you have a project that's really, you're passionate about, what do you do to get that in the hands of other people besides putting it on Facebook, besides getting a publicist and trying to get like interviews on different shows or on the press, like a newspaper? What else can you do besides reaching out on email to professionals in the industry?
This is like the hardest question to answer.
Yeah.
And it's the one everyone wants to know, because like, I don't know that there is one answer, and it's really just about developing a network of not just like acquaintances, but people you've worked with or done stuff with, and I don't know that I could quite answer it, because it's a difficult one. Like friends send me stuff, I send stuff to friends. You never know what could happen. Like I did get my manager by sending a script I wrote in grad school to an old camp friend who was working at a talent agency, and his agency didn't like it, but he sent it to his friend who was a manager. So a friend of a friend is basically how I got my manager, and then that having a rep can get the script in front of network execs to get staffed. But even then, it's not easy. I got the SVU job not that way. I got the assistant job and then worked my way up, and I haven't been staffed anywhere yet. So I think it's one of those things where you got to do everything and throw everything at the wall and bring your scripts to this and who knows, and hope that something sticks. The more you do, the more it'll stick. And if you're not doing all of that, it won't happen. That's a bad answer.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I guess I would say strong socials obviously are crucial to get your thing out there. Go to any industry event you can go to.
Yeah.
Meet people at any social event that's vaguely about the business that you possibly can. I think all the people if you're all 25, you guys will all be running everything and starting in 10 years. And so that network, I think, is really important to nurture.
The people you work with now.
Yeah, and I think is crucial. But the business really is so much about these kind of lucky coincidences that the stronger and the broader your network is, the more likely something good will happen. Also, Facebook stalking is good.
Yeah, and I would say, and I know you probably hear this a lot, but I do think that there's an advantage now where you can. It's hard because you can't always afford to do it, and so one thing I always tell people is don't be afraid. There's a huge gap for a long time, and I think in our industry between your level of taste and the level of what you can put out, and don't be afraid of that. Like the first few things that you do, it would be shocking to me if they reached the level of your taste, that you felt like, wow, this is what I'm made of. So don't be afraid of that taste gap. You just have to keep chipping away at it, and I say that because now you do have the ability to put things out into the world and get feedback, via YouTube, via whatever. And I know that sounds like something you hear all the time, but just don't be afraid to do it, to feel like, oh, well, it's not good enough. Just start doing it, because every little piece of feedback helps. Every piece of practice helps.